Okay, this is a little tutorial on how to create a talking photo album. This is the SuperCore homepage, and if we tap on Daily up here on the right, this will take us to some activities that the client might do daily. The second row has some more customized activities, and so if we tap on, for instance, art installations, it takes us to the core word page of art installations, and we've got some vocabulary about art, and then in the top right underneath the clear button you'll see something that says simple talking photo albums. And so this is a set of 4 albums related to the art subject, art installations. And what you would do is you take your iPad out, you go on the activity, you take photos, and then later on you can add them into these photo albums to make a talking photo album. And if we go back home and hit daily again, you can see that there's one for art installations that we saw, and there's also a talking photo album for something like My Transport. It's got the transport words, and then if you touch on simple talking photo album up here, it's got 4 albums related to transportation. So I've started on one, and I'll show how you can add photos to it. So I'm going to tap up on the top right where those 3 dots are up there, and I'm going to edit this grid and change this cover number 1 to Newcastle. So I'll tap on the number 1 cell, edit the cell, tap on the title and call it okay, tap on the number 1. See if I can find a picture that represents Newcastle. That bridge will do nicely. There's plenty of bridges up in Newcastle. And then I'm going to go and touch done. It's really hard to see done in the top left. It's the color blue in that blue bar, so it's really hard to see. But if you hit top left corner, you get the word done up there, and we'll come out of this editing mode. Now I want to go and I'm just going to follow the jump and get to its word list. So I'm going to, I guess I can just go like this. Let's just finish it. This might be easier to finish editing right now and jump into the word list in a different way. Okay, if I touch
Hey, do you want to
these
hear
3
about my
dots on the
train
top
trip?
right, it'll bring up edit word list, and I want to edit the word list that has, hey, do you want to hear about my trip? The day I went to Newcastle. And I like to put a comment under each one of the pictures. So if I've got the day with Newcastle, maybe my comment will be, it was a very long train line ride, we had 3 changes, something like that. Next thing I've got here is there's an amazing bridge in Newcastle. I want to put a comment underneath that. And I've got comment 2 down here on picture 2. I just want to slide this up here. So I'm going to go edit. And I think if I just touch and move it, I think I have to touch on the side though. There we go. And you can slide these word lists around. I'm going to say done. And then I want to add another photo and a comment about it. So I'm going to go plus. I'm going to say I also went to see the Angel of the North. Let it catch up here. Okay. Now, while I was up there, I took a picture of the Angel of the North. Don't like the picture that they've given me, so I'm going to touch Angel. and I'm going to find a picture for Angel. So I touch find picture, and then I go into my photo library, hopefully here. It won't give up on me. Here we go. Photo library. And eventually there's our photo roll. And touch on Angel. Download that picture. And that's the picture I want to use. So I'm going to use picture for sale. And then come back out of the word list. And now it's showing up down here. But it's coming after my closer of thanks for listening. So what I want to do is also move this Angel of the North picture just above that. There we go. And I'd also add a comment about Angel of the North, but I won't do that right now because of time. I'm going to hit done. Hit done. And now it should let me talk about my trip to Newcastle. Might take a little bit of time because coming out of editing mode, it's a little bit slow on my iPad anyhow. Come on.
Hey, do you want to hear about my trip?
Anyhow, it should be if you tap on
The other day I went to Newcastle.
There you go. And turn the page. Tap on that one. Right, and so now they're off and telling them the story about their trip to Newcastle. And that is it for Talking Photo Albums. So whenever you go out, take the iPad, take lots of pictures, and then write up some comments and add them into these word lists.